Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Over here, I read anonymous stories online. So if you like listening to anonymous stories, please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more. So if you see me looking down, that is because I will be looking on my phone from which I'll be reading the stories from. So I hope you enjoy this video. Enough is enough. How I started masturbation, the side effects, and how I overcame it. Everything started in 2009 when I was in charge of a TV shop. We sold CD, both local and international movies. So one day I found out that the owner brought pornographic CD and he forgot to take it home, and that's where everything started. Anytime I'm alone at the shop, I will watch porno and rush home and masturbate. I did a masturbation full 1 year before I left for SHS in 2010. So from 2010 to 2016, I was a church guy, so I stopped it until when I entered university in 2016 and everything started again. This masturbation affected my studies. In high school, I was very good. I was part of the best students in my class. But when I entered university, Charlie, and started this masturbation, it affected my studies. During examination week, I will still masturbate. I entered into a relationship in 2018 and I will have intimacy with my woman and I will ejaculate, but I won't feel anything. I was a minute man as well. Sometimes during romance, I just do it for a few seconds and then I will come. This masturbation affected me mentally and emotionally. The sad thing is, upon all this shit, I was very active in church. I completed the university with second class lower with a 2.24 GPA because I didn't have enough time to study during the examination week. How I stopped masturbation January 2022. I made up my mind enough is enough. I renewed my mind and I got myself a serious girlfriend, and since January 2022 I haven't masturbated again. I don't watch porno. Anything related to sexual things, I don't watch it. I am still working on my sexual weakness and hopefully I gain my strength back soon. We are all rooting for you. Hopefully you gain your strength back soon. Okay, good luck with that one. The anonymous meetup. 2 years ago, a girl that engaged in a post of mine DM'd me. We chatted for a while and she wanted to know how I looked, so I took her number and sent my pic. I asked her to send me hers too, but she keeps postponing it, giving lame excuses like I won't find her attractive, I might stop chatting with her, etc. I kept asking for it and finally convinced her to send it, but she sent a close-up shot of her face. No yawa, she told me she was a student at a certain school. She claimed she's from a rich family, how she only dated rich guys and all about her different sex marathons. All this while, I could feel there was something wrong somewhere, but I can't quite figure it out, so we planned on a sleepover. From her school to my place is about 3 hours. She called me around 6 a.m. on that day and told me she's on her way. I gave her a detailed location to assure her that I won't ghost her, cause she said if I see her from afar, I might ghost her. I even added a WhatsApp live location. 4 hours later, no call from her and she wasn't picking my calls. 6 hours, 8 hours, no show. Around 6 p.m., she called me and told me she was sorry for not picking, that she visited a friend at Grove Room, which I asked if a male or female. She boldly told me it was a male. I said no yawa. She told me I should come in and I refused cause she has all my details and my location. She was being bossy on the phone, so I hung up. She kept calling and calling, so I decided to go and pick her up. She told me she was at a traffic light. When I got there, I wanted to spy her first before I approached her. I think she also got the memo, so she was hidden. She told me to rather tell her my location so she would walk up to me. After a long discussion, I gave up and told her where I was. I had a tap on my shoulder. I turned and I haven't created a human before. I'll be gentle on my words. She was thin, straight, bony, smallish. It was like she has no flesh. She looked sick and she was still being bossy in front of me. It was around 9 p.m. I wanted to leave her there and she knows. I was angry at her, at me. I'm sorry for laughing, but why are you angry? Like, why are you angry? So you don't want to meet her all of a sudden or what? I was angry at her, at me, at everybody. She saw the anger on my face. I didn't take all that disrespect from you for you to look this way. She was ugly. She told me she has nowhere to go and none of her relatives know where she was coming. So I asked her to be honest with me. Who did you visit in Krofrom? Her response shocked me. She visited an ex, but I probably thought it was another Jodel guy that fucked her and refused to let her sleep over. It's getting to 11 p.m. and we're still at Krofrom. So I took her home and she refused to eat. I was scared. I couldn't sleep. What if she died in my room? Because she looked like she could die at any moment. Around 2 a.m., this girl started touching me. I turned and looked at her. She told me she wanted sex. I refused, and after a while, I thought about all the stress this girl put me through. I changed my mind. Her pee was small, it wasn't going through. I was adding saliva, then finally it went through. This girl's down there dictating how I move in my own body. She didn't want to raise her leg. I raised the leg myself after just 10 strokes, and she said she's tired. Me say eheneha. I was angry. I need an exact word to describe how I was feeling then, because this same girl was telling me how she loves sex, how she was being fucked in cars and office and behind buildings, and she's here telling me she's tired. I fucked her for like 10 minutes. I wasn't coming, so I stopped. I told her I'll leave for work tomorrow, so she'll be going with me. I just want her to leave. I woke up around 7 a.m., told this girl to prepare, so she told me to fuck her first. If I was a woman beater, I would have punched her. She said she wouldn't be leaving because she came with a friend and then she would spend 2 days at her boyfriend's. I was getting late for work, so I had to leave her. At work, I couldn't concentrate because I was thinking of how to get her out of my room. So I called a friend to go there and act as my roommate. He should tell her his girlfriend is on the way, so Madame has to leave. So the plan worked. She called me telling me how disappointed she is in me, how I couldn't satisfy her. I didn't even have my own room, that she would block me. But for me, I was happy I got rid of her. Me, that I was using a car, that then I didn't have a room of my own. I just wanted to get rid of her. I wasted my time and energy on her. The girl looks like an AIDS patient that would die anytime soon and is very ugly. My friend still mocks me because of her. She has an Ewe name. I even doubt if that's her real name. She had 2 voter numbers and 1 MTN. She schools in BA, some tertiary B. Oh, the jealous tenant. This lady was causing a lot of problems between me and my ex. I did everything I could, but my ex believed her and she moved out. I got another lady and brought her home. This same girl befriended her, and after all the warnings I gave here and there, she spoiled me to her basa. It almost ruined us to the extent that my babe gave me a time to call and a time not to because she'll be busy. Someone that calls me like every hour now, she only calls me in the evening. Fast forward last week, I got fed up with my current girl and decided to let her be because the emotional trauma was getting intense. Meanwhile, I had a girl from Jodo about 2 years ago who was a very good friend of mine and was very open-minded. She opted to come and cook and sometimes clean for me since I was getting out of hand with the problem I had, and she knew from A to Z. When she started coming over, this lady made a move on her too, not knowing we are not intimate. She told me about the move and I nearly lost it. I wanted to just go and beat her up, but she called me and said I shouldn't worry. That day I boozed. Wow. I got a tap on my shoulder and I woke up to a breakfast served by my friend. She stayed for the night. I was somehow ashamed of how a tough guy like me has found myself in this mess. I ate, refreshed, and went out with her. And when this lady saw us together, that was just it. She quickly called my friend to the corner, took her number, and promised she would tell her something. On our way out, I was feeling so weak I couldn't even drive, so we took a boat. In the car, she called and my friend put it on speaker, and all she was saying was she should be careful with me. I am a womanizer, and just last week I did a threesome with some Ashawo girls. I don't have manners nor dignity. As soon as she leaves, I'll call others to replace her. If she's really serious in life, she should just find someone worth to live with than me, because I will amount to nothing. After saying a lot more, she added, I promise I'm telling the truth, and I swear on my dead mother. Hey, you check like I'm thrown in the sea. I was sweating like crazy. I couldn't focus on all that we did out there. Her words were echoing in my mind. We came home in the night, and this time my friend took the bottles off and I couldn't booze, so I had to sleep, sir. I woke up and my friend was not there, though breakfast was served. Sir Chairman come at dawn to go spoil me, give am. My friend came and she looked at me, sir, and I started feeling uneasy. She broke the silence and said, the lady is really in love with you and you are her biggest crush. What? That's all this is about. She didn't tell me plainly, but looking at all this drama and work she's doing, just give her what she wants. We spoke a lot and my friend is very naughty and flirty, so she taught me stuff. Last 2 days I went to her and knocked on her door. She came out looking devilish. I almost gave up our plan. I wanted to just slap the shit out of her and walk, but I comforted and brought the flower I was hiding at my back and said the magic words, though it wasn't from my heart. I'm sorry for all that I've put you through. I'm sorry for not acknowledging your effort for us to know each other. I'm sorry, okay? And I'll forget about them. I didn't love them anyway. You did a good job. Now accept this and let's get to know each other better. Her face lit up and she smiled, and she took the flowers, smelled it, and opened her arms for a hug. So like play was true. I couldn't believe it. I was mad, angry, and a lot more, but I stored and concealed it perfectly with a fake smile. She got vim and invited me to her room. She brought wine and I was like, this calls for celebration. Oh, okay. She started spilling the beans and I was just saying, ow, and nodding. Yesterday, my friend came over with foodstuffs cooked and we're having fun. I went for my phone and said Chairman has called like 10K. She bought wow. We laughed, talked about it, and had a devilish plan. I took a bottle and went to her. She had that frown as I was cheating on her. I bobbed in, went for a glass and popped the wine and poured her some water. I drank some from the bottle. I didn't trust her glasses. She sipped small and put it down and wanted to start nagging. I grabbed her, pulled her close and kissed her. I stripped her naked, bent her over while slapping her ass. I put my jeans down, took the belt, put it around my neck, lubricated my D and shoved it into her. I started going crazy on her. I was furious since she was getting what she wanted at last. She started begging when she saw how rough I was on her. I continued the pace like 10 minutes and then I stopped. I took the belt off my neck and asked her, you really wanted this, huh? She cried out, yes, but I'm sorry. I act like I can no longer hear. I whipped her at her back and asked again. She responded again crying, okay, now here I am, take it all. I started again. Whilst adding the belt into the equation, she tossed herself to the side. When she does that, I use it to pick her up to the doggy position, but this time I went for it and went on missionary with her. I asked her again and she responded pleading. This time I added slaps to the equation. I beat am rough. I said they beat am no. Now they want am say make she no come close to any of my babes again and we are nothing but she's a tenant. I don't know what came over me. I fucked her like 25 minutes and then I felt like coming. I stopped, looked at her face and told her I can't come in you nor on you. You don't deserve me coming with you. I stood up with my dick on high alert, wore my jeans and banged off. When I came, we laughed and I told my friend that what I did last minute since it wasn't part of the plan, and she was looking at me some way. She never knew I can be savage. We talked more and I drove her home. This morning, Chairman is packing her stuff. I called my dad and he said her rent will be due in June. I laughed. Oh, see, this thing is not funny, oh. You could have handled it a lot more better. That's why the girl was looking at you some way, because this is weird. Oh, please. How I lost my friend. I am a male. I had this female friend of mine who I had been friends with for like 6 years. This bestie of mine came with her friends and slapped me yesterday. All because she couldn't find her 4,000 cedis when I left her place. The thing is, she had been inviting me over anytime she feels bored, or invites me every time she cooks. So yesterday, I was at work and she called me to come over and eat when I closed from work. I went there and eat, but when I was eating, she went out to buy something. So she was thinking it was at that time I took the money. After I finished eating, she returned from where she went. So I told her that I wanted to leave. She walked me to my car and went back when I left her place. When I reached home, I didn't even open the gate and I heard some voices entering my main gate. So I went out to check because I didn't lock my main gate, and immediately I stepped out of my house. I saw my bestie with some 4 other females with her. So I asked what was she doing here at this time of the night with these friends at my place. I didn't even finish asking. My bestie slapped me and asked, "Where is the money?" I looked at her, and in that moment I was confused because I didn't know what was going on until one of her friends said I took the money when my bestie went out, so I should bring it before they took the case to the police station. I tried to explain to her that she knows me very well and I could not do such. I couldn't do such a thing, so she should come down for us to go to her place and search. The moment I finished saying that, she slapped me again. And I'm a type of person who can't hate or insult a lady, so I was quiet while she and her friends kept on insulting me. So they started threatening me that they are going to report me at the police station, and I haven't been arrested before, so I don't want to be arrested or sleep in a police cell. So I had no option but to pay her the money. She was claiming I took 4,000 cedis, so I sent her 4,500 with the charges. So they insulted me for almost an hour and they left. So I was very depressed and I couldn't even sleep. So I was there in my living room and I heard my phone ringing. So I rushed to my bedroom and I saw that it was my bestie calling, so I ignored the call. She used a different line to call. I ignored that too. I was there around 2:20 a.m. when I heard someone banging on my door, so I was afraid until I saw her text that it was her, so I should come and open the gate. So I decided not to open the gate, but it was late and she's the only person standing on the empty street. So I went and opened the gate, but immediately I opened the door, she started kneeling and began to beg me to forgive her. So I didn't mind her and opened the gate for her to enter because it was late, and immediately we entered the living room. She started telling me that she found the money. She thought I took it, so she sent it back. After all the slaps, damn, you lost a friend and partner. All these slaps there, I don't know if I could contain it. The slaps are massive. Charlie, fear woman, oh, today I make slow. So I said, let me go and visit my uncle for Obose Kai. I did there, then I see the man in the next shop wasn't open. So I asked and they said it has been 3 months since he opened. The man is going through depression. Apparently this man married in 2016 inside, and most times if you go to the shop, he was there with his wife. Then somewhere 2020, the woman got opportunity to go abroad. The man was paying for the connections and everything. I bet that was his wife. So she was in UK and he was in Ghana. Then they were all hustling for a better future, because Ghana herself, nothing is better here. Then they had 2 kids. As the woman was in UK, every month the man was sending her 1,500 euros to support her. Fast forward last year, the woman said she doesn't want to marry again. She wants to leave the marriage. She has met someone else for UK and she wants to settle plus the person there. So the woman that he has been married to for over 6 years, and the husband has been doing everything for her. Then all of a sudden they have kids and she's like, she will go to UK and work for their life to be better. So he sent her there and he was taking care of her. Not knowing the woman was also building an apartment. The sad thing is that the man is renting. She even finished the apartment and collected rent. The man didn't even know about it till November. The man is in depression. For the past 3 months, he hasn't opened the shop because he's going through a lot. The man is paying the children's fees, sending his wife money as well, paying for rent in Ghana and all of this, but the woman has left him. The woman came to carry the kids to UK. The man is just left all alone with broken heart, lost money, about to lose his kids too. All along, the man was thinking he was bettering the condition of his family, his wife, and he had other plans. But as people were eating better food, he was saving money for his family. Hey, I'm sorry. It was written in pidgin and I had to read it. So it was a bit stressful, but it's a good story, and I hope he gets out of depression, because this is not the end of the world. And no matter how people treat you or the situations they put you through, I hope you have the strength to come out of it, right? And I hope God sees you through this your hard time, or if it was a while back, I hope you are out of it now. Hello, Pro. There is this girl I found way back when I was in SHS 1, and she was then in JHS 2. It was an online something for a while, so we got to know each other better. Then I asked her to be my girlfriend, and she accepted me as a first boyfriend. So we started a relationship. The reason why I dated her at that time was to drive her attention from guys so that she can focus and learn to pass her BEC. So every day I used to ask what she learned for the day and ask some questions just to make sure she was shaped and ready for the exam and not to be deceived by any guy. So she passed her BEC with very good grades. She got one of the best schools in Ghana at Cape Coast. So when I got to level 200 in uni and I lost my phone, so I couldn't reach out to her for some time, getting to 1 year, but I was on all the media platforms searching for her to see if I would see this girl, not knowing she wasn't using her actual name as a handle on the social media. But I didn't step back. I kept on trying my best to find her because I love her very much. So recently, I saw her post on Instagram and I DM'd her and she texted back, and I told her what happened and how I found her here on Instagram. And she told me I was lying to her because she called my number for months and it was going through. One time it went through and someone answered and told her I wasn't around. So when I'm back, he would tell me she called and was complaining plenty that she waited for me and I never showed up, which wasn't true. And moreover, she's not in the country for like 8 months now. She's going to school out of the country and she's dating a Ghanaian guy, which I don't trust the guy because I think the guy is with her for her money because she's outside. And I also can't let her go because I love her so much. And this is my longest relationship and I want to keep it. Honestly, I really love that girl. So please, I don't know what to do. I need an advice because I can't let it go. So thank you guys so very much for watching today's video. Please do not forget to like, comment and subscribe for more. See you same time next week.